I'm Aaron, and this is why you should hire a designer. It's an understatement to say the internet's changed how we live, work, and play. My dad was a librarian. He loves books. He would read for pleasure and information, and he was a pretty handy guy, and still is. Growing up, we had a 1986 Volkswagen Jetta GLI, and when it broke, if after a quick look under the hood, it was deemed a problem he felt he could fix, the vehicle's manual would come out. And when I say manual, I don't mean the book in the glove box that tells you how to sync your stereo. I mean the repair manual that gives you a step-by-step guide to fixing most problems on your car, major and minor. As much as he loved learning, there were some things that my dad, as handy as he was, just didn't endeavor to attempt, because he didn't have the expertise. Well, these days, Instagram and YouTube have made so many skills and so many DIY jobs accessible. I use them all the time for that. But they've given some of us a false sense of ability, especially when it comes to home design. A collection of reference images and floor plans doesn't equate to expertise. So like my dad, understanding your capabilities realistically might mean calling in a professional. Here's why you should hire a designer. Designers understand standard dimensions. They understand how wide a bathroom needs to be, how much room you need around a toilet, what standard sizes of internal and external doors are, how large a queen-size bed is, standard sink and dishwasher sizes. All of these standard sizes are second nature to designers. It's what we do all day, every day. And DIY designers sometimes have real trouble with it, and that causes problems with room dimensions. Along with materials, designers understand space requirements for rooms. I was involved in a doctor's office project as a builder at a framing stage, and the client walked into the couple of downstairs rooms and said, "These rooms are too small, I can't rent them out. They need to fit an exam table, a chair, and a desk, and this isn't going to work." Now evidently the architect didn't ask what the space requirements were, plus the plans were in metric, and the client didn't understand that 2,700 millimeters, what that meant in feet and inches. The point is, even professionals get it wrong, so amateurs have an even tougher road. Designers understand spatial needs for clearances around furniture, in kitchens and bathrooms, so the client doesn't end up with spaces that don't serve their functions well. One thing that TikTok and Instagram and YouTube don't tell you is how to make those beautiful pictures comply with your local building codes. As designers, it's our job to design within those boundaries, so for the DIY designer, building codes are murky waters at best. Hey guys, quick break to remind you to like and subscribe. And if you do, I'll call Santa and I'll tell him you've been good all year. And if you do, I'll come over and vacuum underneath your bed, because I know you've been slacking. And if you do, I'll buy you an Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. All right, back to the video. Unfortunately, for those that aren't in the industry, getting a call back from trade can be difficult at best. Getting consultation from someone you don't have any connections with can be nearly impossible. Many times I've had to make calls on my client's behalf just so the trade will recognize my phone number and pick up. This is a who you know kind of industry, and designers often have a trade network of vetted companies they trust. And these trade networks can really help clients navigate their way through projects. Designers understand municipal documentation requirements, communication pathways, engineering thresholds, permit applications, which is often a world very foreign to clients. Having an expert in your corner to navigate this world for you saves so much time and frustration. Part of a designer's skill is the interpretation of clients' needs, wants, and desires, and then synthesizing those into a cohesive design that optimizes aesthetics, budget, constructability, and function. Optimizing space functionality can lead to less construction costs, better flow within a space, and more pleasurable spaces to live in. When I was in custom home building, our clientele were generally older couples that had the means to build a custom home. When reviewing the specs of the home, clients would usually want wired-in speakers and alarm systems, and we would suggest that technology has come far enough that those systems could be installed way more cost-effectively and with less disruption with wireless systems. Same with plumbed-in vacuums. You can buy a handheld Dyson, no affiliation, for half the price of a wired-in vacuum system and way more flexibility. These are examples of areas where experts simply have a higher level of product knowledge and can pass that on to the client. There's a beauty of learning skills online. I've done it, I'll do it again, I love it. My dishwasher is currently on the fritz, and I've exhausted all the videos I can find on this make and model. I was getting my hair cut this morning and my barber mentioned he was an appliance technician for 7 years. I asked him about my make and model. He had some really practical insight that I never would have been able to get from my online searches. Thanks to that interaction, I have an expert's knowledge that is unique for my situation. While learning online is great for information gathering, the knowledge base that is gained by putting in repetitions at the acquired skill remains where the actual value is. And that knowledge can be yours too, but your 1986 Jetta might have to break down a few times to get it. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to work together, you can reach me at 2 different places now. Albatross Design and Draft for design and consultation, and albatrossacademy.ca. That's my new website that's focused on online course material and resources to help clients navigate through the construction process. Thanks for watching.